No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the fifth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So Duke's offense comes onto the field first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons. And we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. And both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing right out the gates.
Looking for room. It's more. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Flips it out to the back. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Going over the top. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Duke!
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse.
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's slow. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Benson. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he...
Turning it on! He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
Another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We've got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Moore to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Spins away from the defender. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. When you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out out of the gun. The inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down mark is.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's King. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, I'm pushing to my wide receiver.
He'll sneak it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And he gets the first down, and I guess, fourth down just means I'm going for it just about every time in nowadays football.
You know, the thing with analytics, David, is that you have to be brave enough to go against what you've always thought, being sound in the kicking game, kick it and play defense.
Yeah, those days are out the window. Now you've got a card that tells you your percentages of getting on fourth down and scoring and not kicking field goals and a whole nother area to monitor in case of coaching.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Trying to pound it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose it.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on second down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. Boom. Fires to the big fella. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Anthony. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still in the 3.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter.
Touchdown, Duke! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellows with the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the handoff. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the wide receiver. Moore to the air. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
They boot it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give out of the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. The short hands, it's Hughes. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Oregon! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the 2.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Stadium this size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Blue Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that's proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You got a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore to the air. Got it in the middle, it's low. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got the game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And the timing just a hair off.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? That's caught. It's Brown. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. the give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Moore will throw. They'll run the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Benson. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Benson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside kick. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He's got his man across the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's got it on the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Blue Devils have a lot of options on second and inches. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Lost to throw again. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. An 84-yard drive there, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore will throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. Man, you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. It looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. slow. At the 40, there he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's low. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback. Getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
Trying to run it in. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Whittington. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the real sum today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Lost to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Inside the 25. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Moore. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The give to the tailback. Finding an escape route. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Moore will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays, you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's low. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's right downfield. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.